On. I should be live on YouTube now, so as and when you can hear me, just hello. So I'm trying to see what I can get away with. I'm really not. I need to get a proper camera arm because the camera arm that I currently have at the moment doesn't allow me to go high enough. No, I'm zoomed all the way out. So it's a little bit annoying. Sorry, you guys on YouTube's. Hi, Erica. Is that all right for you, Erica? It's a little bit... How about that? That might have to suffice. Otherwise, I'm going to be drawing at a very strange angle. Hoping that's okay for you. Okay, so I'm dual feeding over YouTube as well as TikTok. So it may sound a bit odd if I'm talking to several different people, but I haven't gone crazy. Hi, Joanne. So yeah, the arm I've got isn't actually long enough to get me high enough for you to see the whole thing through YouTube. But I'm just going to turn it so you can see on YouTube that is where we are so far. I've realised just how out that side looks compared to that side. I think I need to bring this side out much more than what it is. So I'm pretty straight on my desk. It's just really annoying that I can't get it on YouTube. I need to wangle it somehow that maybe I have it sat on my tripod. Hey Jen, thank you. Hi, I'm sorry, I do not know how to pronounce your name. Is it Shay? Or Say, or I don't know. I apologise in advance for my rudeness. So I need to address this side of his chinny beard, or I bring that side up. Thank you, Joanne. We all know you're already crazy, Bonnita. Yeah, that's true. That is very true, Erica. Now I can't decide. I need the reference, which would be probably quite helpful, actually. I think I can get away with making that shorter instead of making that longer. So I need to work underneath this portion. I do, hoorah. How are you? So this is the last in the 3 commissions that I have done. And then after this, I'm going to be working on a very, very large commission. So I'm going to have to set my office up. So doing it over YouTube may not be the easiest thing. I may have to set it up that I have my, what's the word, easel up behind me with my camera on the desk. That's the only way I can think of it. But I've never actually drawn in pencil on an easel, so I don't quite know how I'm going to fare. So that'll be quite an interesting learning curve, I think. I think that's a bit better. So how's everyone been? How's that pretty tat of yours, Joe? Oh, go for it, Jen. Oh, honestly, it's absolutely makes you poo your pants when you first do it, but after a while, it's becomes second nature. Hey, Lance. tired. Bless you. Oh, I hope you get some rest soon. Hump day. Happy hump day. Almost there. He's pretty dark all the way underneath, so I think in reality I could probably go all the way around as long as I keep it within the colour. So originally that was going to be purple, pink, blue, and then a little bit of yellow, I think it was. So if I lock that in. Hey Thomas, thank you. I still need to work over here a little bit. It feels very open, like it's not finished yet. I think it might just need blending over. Thank you, Jen. My pleasure. It's part of the reason why I like to do these live feeds, because I do get asked a lot of questions, and there's a lot of information to take in. It's why I also like to do it over YouTube as well, so it can be kept there a little bit easier, because obviously there's only so much you can do with a TikTok live feed. What you have, or the cat has? That's my ignorance, Joe, so sorry. If you have, I very unlikely you're going to have to wait that long. My sister got her diagnosis really quickly. Adult diagnoses tend to be a bit quicker than children's diagnoses. Well, not tend to be, a bit quicker. They're a hell of a lot quicker. Well, I'm just going to blend over all of this, and then I can get some more deets in. Oh, fingers crossed then. They don't normally take that long for adult diagnosis. They're normally quicker. Fingers crossed for you, lovely. It'd be good to have some answers, won't it? That feels better already on there. Let's be green. I think I've finished the green practically, so that was mostly done. Okay. The joy of this type of colour is that you can go through your green and into your blue without having to change your pencil. The only thing is I want some stringy bits off here. This bit's far too neat and perfect. Yeah, you definitely need some He needs to look like he's been walking the savannah, not actually come straight out of a salon. How much longer will you be live tonight? I'm currently working, don't want to miss the end. So I finish at 10 on YouTube. If there's still any more to do, I continue on TikTok. I think there's probably about 2 hours worth on here. So yeah, around 10 o'clock. Just pretend he brushed his hair, yeah. He is a bit magical to have uncombed hair though, isn't he? I guess it's not unusual for him to be very pristine and non-fly away. The eraser if you mean the eraser, it's a Tombow Mono. You should be able to see that on the TikTok, but that's what you're looking for. Oh yeah, slice tool, which is like a ceramic blade, and it saves scratching your artwork, but you have to have enough pencil down for that to work. Hey Emily. Nice and busy in the YouTubes. So what that does is if you have enough of a wax build up, let me show you on a piece of paper here. Let me just put loads of colour down. So you do have to have a decent amount of pencil down on your paper, otherwise you'll end up just scratching your paper. So it's a way of getting in detail. So say you want to get some fine hairs in, you can then simply just with the back of the blade you can scratch away any highlights, and then it gives you the opportunity to fill it in with a different colour, or it really allows for some very fine highlights to happen. There are pre-orders available in my shop if you are interested in a print once he is done. But yeah, this is a commission piece. So this was done for a lady who commissioned 3 pieces. So the first one was the rhino. So if you haven't seen it on YouTube, that's what the rhino looks like. Then zebra. So I'm dual feeding at the minute. And then today we're finishing off the lion, which has taken the most time out of all of them. We're up to, I think it was 16 hours at the last check-in. Oh, bless you, Lance. Thank you. You don't have to spend all your money on gifts, but thank you. I'm just sorting out his very clean and neat hair here. I wanted it to be a little bit rougher and readier than what it was. So I always use it upside down, then that way the actual cutting side of the blade can never damage the paper. And it will not work, as I said, it will not work unless you have enough wax down on your paper. That's alright, it's not a problem at all. That's why I have my admin team. They're able to answer a few things for me if I'm, you know, if I miss questions. That's how I got some of the really fine hairs down here happening. Oh, at last. What colours did you get? Don't tell me I'm going to be well gel. Where's my purple one? Are they off upstairs?
We don't know.
But they should be. Sounds like they are. All eight. Lucky bugger. Hi, coffee man in the background.
Come on.
If you go to my bio, click on the link tree in my bio and click on the supplies that I use, it will take you to an accessories page. If you click on there, it will lead you on to the tools that I use and it will be in that lot. It's very much rinse and repeat all this, sadly. I had some cheesecake earlier, it's made me feel so sick.
It's a bit rich.
Yeah, it's still in the fridge, couldn't eat anymore.
Literally dead fried chocolate.
I think I had two forkfuls and I was like, nope. I think it's detailed enough in the main. I don't think it needs to be like dramatic. Oh, honestly, it's made me feel really sick, Erica. Those of you that weren't on the TikTok live before I started this live feed, I'm going to show you something very quickly. Okay, hang on. If you go onto my link tree and go onto the products that I use, it will take you to my Amazon. Erasers and accessories will take you to all the tools that I use. There's the slice tool and there's the Tombow Mono. So all you've got to do is click on those and have a look around. But I have this thing, whatever you want to call it, products I use and it will take you straight there. And it has all the different things that I use. Anything from all the neons that I absolutely love, the technology, so the cameras, the ring lights, everything, all the papers, self-help books, the paints, the pens, storage. Yeah, loads of stuff. Yeah, if you are on a web page when it's open, simply delete the .com at the end of Amazon and just put .nl instead, and it will take you to the Netherlands version. And if it's not on there, then you know you can't get a hold of it. Yeah. So you'll have a link for the YouTube guys. You will have a link in the description. So for here, it takes you to my link tree. Yeah. Up here, but on YouTube, you have it in the description. Tools that I use, and then I've got products that I use, and it takes you to my Amazon list of all the stuff that I use. And then you just go in each one. So affordable supplies, and then it's got all the stuff that I've used, I've used, and other bits in there as well. So very, very quickly, on the YouTube side of things, I'm just going to show you the coasters that I've been mucking about with. So if you're interested in any of those, then they are on my Etsy store now. But I just wanted to show you very, very quickly. Okay, so what I mean is, if you, hang on, my camera's going nuts. So if you went to Amazon, I'm hoping it doesn't take me, Amazon.com, okay? So when you see Amazon.com, just change that to .nl. Then that will take you to the Netherlands version of the site. Hi. Yeah, it's come out really, really nice on both the blue and the black. On the white, sorry. I love them on both, actually. If anything, though, I think I prefer it on the white. I don't know why. But he was always popular, wasn't he? So I thought I'd put him on there as well. So, yeah, they come out really nice. So they're on the Etsy as well. Anyway, enough of pushing my product. Lost my pencil now. Who ran off with my pencil while I was talking? Is your wolf. What, the green one or the normal one? In reality, any can be, but I was trying not to overwhelm the shop with too many products to begin with, because there's just so many drawings that I could put on there. It was hard deciding, to be honest. Right, I've just got to blend that pink. That's all right. They will be eventually, yes. But I don't know how often I'm going to release the designs, because I just don't want to overwhelm me in the shop, I guess. But I just went with a couple of designs that haven't necessarily been seen by many people, but were popular when I originally done them. And then obviously the most popular ones so far. But I wanted to get a few more done at least before, good 2 months, which won't be long at all actually, before Christmas, so people can get them if they want to get them for gifts. Push away, got to do marketing. Yeah, I have. Yeah, you are right. I'm so bad at doing that, aren't I? I need a little marketeer person, Erica, wink wink, nudge nudge, to do all my promo for me. Well, there's a lot of dark and light in here, so it's going to take a little while to build that up, but it's getting very rough. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Oh, it's so weird not having music. I have been to the Netherlands actually. I went to God, I hope I've got this right. Apologies if not. I went to the Kirkenhof Gardens. When we were at school, primary school, we did a 2-week trip. I'm pretty sure it was 2 weeks. We had a week in Belgium and then a week in Holland. We went to the Kirkenhof Gardens and the Queen was there, the Queen of Holland. Yeah, it was quite something. Yep, been to Amsterdam. Any boutique type? Yeah, there are. Yeah, but our town is dead, and when I say dead, I literally mean it's dead. Half of the shopping centre is empty. Absolutely empty. The next town over is probably the best place for me to go and push that type of thing. There are a couple of shops that I could approach, and I know that there is one that does a pop-up. I might speak to them as well. Yeah, we stayed near, where did we stay? Not far from Dam Square. Went to Madame Tussauds, went to the zoo. Had a really weird pizza at 3 AM in the morning. And stayed in, the hotel was just bizarre. Like, as you can imagine, being the Netherlands, I did freak when I went in the evening. I felt really uncomfortable going in the evening for some reason, and I don't know why. I think it's because I had my camera bag and everything with me, and I don't know. I wasn't comfortable, which is daft because it's a really lovely place to be. Yeah, we went once in the evening. But the hotel had like the thinnest, steepest stairs you could even think of, and we were literally climbing up them like we were climbing up a rock face with our suitcases. It was quite a feat of mountaineering, that's the word. Oh, bless you, Sophia, thank you. Okay, so I need to get all under here is dark. We've got like a little patch here that's dark, so I'm going to make sure I add that in. One there as well. Went on a boat tour, that was really nice. Hey, thank you. What's the furthest you guys have ever been? Or the nicest? What's the nicest place? The nicest place I've ever been to was Hallstatt in Austria. It's a boat ride. It's not that far at all, really. Ferry it over, drive through to Belgium. Or yeah, you can fly it. I mean, we were talking it would have been the 80s when I went. The 80s. Park Dean. I think it's in Wales. Wales is beautiful. Dubai. That's so cool. Hi, hey. We stayed in Harlech in Wales. That was lovely. Yeah, we've not long finished it actually. A very typical Korean show, I have to say. It's a long way from New Zealand. It really is a long way from New Zealand, yeah. It's really hard not to grab my black pencil and just go really dark underneath there, but I'm really trying to be restrained. Holding myself back. Sort his beardy chin out soon. It's gone very quiet on YouTube. Where have you all gone? Been to Italy, that was nice. Didn't have long enough though. Rome, Florence, Siena. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the sort of thing where you want to go there, spend a day, spend a night, and then like spend a morning, isn't it? And then move on. Yeah, I haven't been to. I've been to Belgium, Holland, Florida, Austria, France, Spain. Everyone's been to Tenerife, Malaga, whatever it is. Corfu, Cornwall, Wales, Scotland. Isle of Rainy Wight, because it's always raining whenever I go to the Isle of Wight. Oh wow, I can talk today. Oh bless you, Emily. My apologies, sweetheart. I forgot that was today. I'm glad everything went as well as it could. Munich Oktoberfest. Oh wow. Yeah, it is. Spot on that time. There's an hour difference, isn't there, between us? Yeah, I've never been to Ireland actually. One of my oldest friends, her family hails from Ireland. She's been a few times. Yeah, PM. So there's only an hour difference between us. I'm just doing the one thing I've noticed when I've done the lions in the past is that if you get the right type of lion, their hair has got like this kinky wave to it. It's really weird. Always reminds me of my old dog. Whenever the hair got wet, it always had that, almost like it had been crimped. Hi Fiona. Yeah, I sell prints. I sell originals. This one's a commission, but there are pre-orders available in my shop for this particular fella. But yeah, print stickers. Now branching out into coasters and key rings and bits and bobs. Sending you hugs, Erica. I even got brave and dipped my toes in the sea. Oh, bless you. Tuppence is watching. Hi, Tuppence. Hi, Ben. Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, my website is in the link in my bio, lovely. If you look for the link tree, it's in the bio. Your art is amazing. I plan on buying several prints. Oh, thank you. I do. I can't remember names, that's all. But I do. I know. You changed it, didn't you? Because we were talking about sublimation bits, weren't we? Oh, sorry, lovely. Hang on, let me show you. So click on me. Go to my feed. And here is my bio. So this is my little biography. And then in there is Linktree. So you click on the Linktree and it takes you all to my different things that I have. So you want the buy my work, and that will take you straight to my Etsy store. And then if you click on this top bit here, you'll see all the different places that you can buy stuff from. So the wildlife art prints are all in here, and there's original art and all sorts of stuff. If there's stuff you see on my Instagram that isn't necessarily in my shop, you can always message me. Past midnight, basically. Not past midnight at all. Did you get that? Yeah, so PM is after 12 in the morning. So as soon as it hits 12, it's technically then PM. So, and then AM is like literally at night, midnight. Or if you're anything like me, 12 AM is actually mid-afternoon and 12 PM is early morning. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to have to get a little fake mouse to go across the screen, Joe, just to see how he reacts. I need like a little something to dart across the screen. I'm talking to people on YouTube as well, so I'm having like literally probably about 5 conversations with different people. So it probably seems very random. Does that look, I think that looks forward enough. I think that's, I might put a little bit more. I used to have a budgie that would sit on the end of my pencil. That would be really cool. Pencil pirate. I'm going to use Payne's Grey. I want to see if I can get any darker with Payne's Grey. Oh, I did Vampire Life for a while. It messes you up, that does. Used to work from 5 p.m. till 5 a.m. Doing all the night shifts at Boots. We still never managed to get everything done. It used to leave it in such a state before the shop shut. Stop blending. Just going to leave under here where I know it's got to be darkest, just to save me some hassle really. So out of all the drawings or paintings or sketches or whatever you've done, what has been your favourite piece that you've ever done and why? Thank you. Oh, thank you, Fiona. Might need to bring that side out, don't I? It's a bit more even, so I'm going to bring it out to there, I think. An ink peacock that's made up of different stamps and rollings. That sounds nice. I do know what diamond painting is. Yes, I actually have some of my artwork available as diamond painting kits. Do you mean a commission or just an order in general for stuff that I already have in stock? At most, it will take a week probably to get out to you. Depending if it's a made to order item, it can take up to 2 weeks. But most of the time I post at least twice a week, if not once a week. So they go out fairly, you know, very regularly. Oh, that sounds cool. Miley Cyrus and Sally. I love Sally. Yeah, the link, if you click on the owl icon, it takes you to my feed. There's a little link in the bio that says Linktree. If you click on there, that'll take you to my Etsy store. If it's something like one of the tote pre-order bags or anything like that, then they can take a little bit longer. But are you UK or are you overseas? Because that will obviously determine how long it takes to get to you as well. quite tempted to even it up because actually on this side he's got a much larger portion that's in shadow. But I'm actually tempted to even it up and have him more symmetrical. Oh, cool. Yeah, gets to... Well, saying that, actually, I'm really annoyed because one of my customers contacted me and said that they hadn't received an order from the 3rd of September. So that was 20 days that they'd waited. And literally, she emailed me back that evening and said it had turned up when she was at work that day. So it took 20 days for UK postage. It was unbelievable. Oh, bless you. Thank you. If I inspire people to pick up pencils and get colouring, then that is all good. There are options to pay for tracked postage, but that really just depends on your budget, I guess. It's very rare I have issues. Very rare. It all seems to be from that particular postal date. So I have a feeling they were stuck somewhere. I'm just grateful that the customer messaged me back and let me know that she got them. Otherwise I would have had to send her out a replacement. So that was very kind of her, to be honest. Right, let me eradicate that because that's where the original shadow line ended. And I definitely think I want it to be more symmetrical. Yeah, it's a bit crazy at the minute, isn't it? And I guess we're all spoiled with places like Amazon where the postage just seems to be instant. Like, you literally buy something and then it's there. And I think we're spoiled with that a little bit, and we forget actually sometimes the UK postal system can be quite unreliable. I am definitely going to be offering this one on a coaster. I think just like this bit here on a coaster would be so cool. Yeah, definitely lack of drivers. It's not helping at all. I really don't understand why they just don't reduce the cost of your HGV licenses. It really would help a huge amount, I think. It costs ridiculous amounts to get your license. Oh my god, those were the days. And when everything was shut on a Wednesday afternoon and on a Sunday. You can get anything on a Sunday or a Wednesday afternoon. I remember it vividly. I used to live in a village and everything was shut on a Wednesday afternoon. But yeah, I don't think there's such a thing as a second post anymore, is there? I just remember rushing after my temp job to get the post in the post box before the second postage went out. Stay there, pens. Naughty. Hi, thank you, Matt. Yeah, not long to go. I think we'll be done by 10 o'clock. And then I've got to get into town and I have got to find the paper for the next commission because I still haven't got my arse into gear. No shops open on Boxing Day. I know, you were screwed on Christmas. If you had toys with batteries, there's no way you were playing with them for a long while. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Hi, Sarah. Guess what I made today? And it's rather bloody stunning. Do you want a sneak peek? And the pubs were shut at 11, exactly. Oh, those were the days. In my day. Let's sneak some little bits up here. So Sarah was my first tote pre-order. And I love her so very, very much for ordering it. I'm so pleased that she did. I'm going to bring you out so you can see properly on TikTok, hopefully. I need to move that 2 seconds, everybody, on YouTube, but you'll see it too. Or other things that require batteries. Yeah, absolutely. Or if you run out of gravy. Let's do something simple, huh? Here he is. Can you see that? Isn't he beautiful? Look at the sparkle. It doesn't, through the camera, it doesn't do it any justice at all. I'm going to show the guys on YouTube. This was my first tote pre-order. You know, like your Walkman cassette player. Yeah, exactly. Or your CD that never jumped, apparently, and always did. It's really hard to show you through the camera. The Blue Galaxy is beautiful. When you see it in proper daylight, it's so much nicer. But it's just absolutely stunning. So you've got that. And then you've got my little logo on the back of it as well. It's, yeah, it doesn't show very well under my really bad lighting in here, but it does shift very slightly from blue to purple, so you have a colour shift in there. Yeah, the hummingbird was bound to work, wasn't it? It's quite a useful universal design. Right, let's get back onto... Now I've moved it. I need to get you in the right place for YouTube. Are you alright here there, guys? Is that enough for you? You know... What else would you have run out of on Christmas and then the shops would never be open? I'm trying to think what else there would be. How's that for TikTok? That might be a bit better. I have no idea, Matt. Yes, I have no idea currently. I do not know. I might have to do it underneath here, where the frame, the matting will go, because I don't actually know where I'm going to sign it. My pleasure. I'm glad you like it. Bread, milk. Yeah, always the way. But then you had the milkman come along, didn't you, with the little frozen top? I also used to like drinking that because it was always like a really thick cream, wasn't it? My mum always had a milk, bread and veg man come and deliver. I've paused. Oh, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube as well. Yeah, multitasking. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going to sign this. I think it's going to have to be here. It's the only trouble when you do full pieces. And then there'll be people that'll be signing them with gel pens and I'll be cringing. Dalmatian next year. Yeah, I've got to go get the paper. I need to go to my local art shop because I need to be able to feel the paper before I buy it, because I can talk well. I don't think you can get hold of Strathmore in this country the size I need it, and I can't find any on a roll. It's 3 months worth of turkey. Oh my god, yeah. Gary's TikTok with the gel pens. Oh, that was hilarious, wasn't it? Oh, that had me tickled pink, that did. I can't believe that man owns that many gel pens. Even I've never owned that many gel pens. I'm in Kent. The Garden of England. Originally from Sussex, but I live in Kent now. A lot of my dad's side of the family are southern. So my dad talks with a little bit of a southern twang. Not nearly, all of my mother's side are from London, Bromley, and where are they? I can't remember where they are now. They're sort of spread all over the place, actually. Woolwich is the other one. Night. Prawn cocktail quavers. Hey Rob. Hi Evie. We were talking about mushroom vol au vents the other day. I think we were doing it on the TikTok live feed. But oh my god, vol au vents. You just don't get them nowadays. I loved a good mushroom or prawn vol au vent. Not in style anymore, is it? It's not trendy. Those were the days when sausage rolls and cheese straws were the ultimate party food. Oh, really? Oh, I love prawn vol au vents. Mm. Crunchy but moist and prawny. Just delish. Can't do anything spicy. I don't know. I envy people that can do spice. You get a lot of flavour from that. My snail, my owl, my octopus, and 2 other designs will be available as cross-stitch patterns. I don't know when. I will let you know as soon as I know, but she's currently in the middle of converting them. Our chats always turn to food. They do, don't they, Rob? You're absolutely right. Why is that? Bring that shadow in down underneath. Didn't they have a chicken filling for some vol au vents? Yeah, my nan used to make, my auntie used to make mushroom chicken, but it was always canned mushroom. Do you remember? It was always mushrooms in a can. What was that all about? I think it was like that concentrated soup. My favourite thing I ever had at my auntie's, there's so many fond memories of my auntie's, was packet oxtail soup. And she'd always put it in a posh bowl, and I'd have a posh silver spoon, a proper little soup spoon. So I always felt very, very proper when I was eating my oxtail soup. And never mind the fact that she had the original Robinson's Ribena back in the day. Like, that was the be all and end all of juices when I was growing up. Only posh people had that stuff. Oh dear, Gary, you need a set up, mate. Oh, I love Ribena. I don't mind Vimto. My kid really likes Vimto. Shouldn't you be up now? No, I think she came back down. Oh, safe to say, by the way, that the MOT did not break us. They actually over, like you expect them to at a garage, over dramatised one of the faults, and it wasn't as bad. It still cost me nearly 200 quid, but it's still better than what it would have. Hi, Will. Thank you, Zella. Just trying to get the shadow to not look quite so false under him, because the way I've done his mane is not like the reference. Because this was a headache enough as it was, let alone... I'm just going to pop some darker sections in underneath. I think it will just help draw the shadow line in a bit. I think that's better. So we're just going to get some more happening up here. So glad I've come back to this from yesterday, because it's just nice fresh eyes. I can see where maybe I've gone a little bit too soft in areas. Oh, there's two. I've got one called Safi, who is a rescue cat. Sadly, her owners felt that after she got hit by a car, that they didn't want her anymore. So she has one eye and a few teeth missing from one side of her mouth where she was hit. But she now lives with us. And then we have Dee Dee, who's a little princess. She's a snowshoe, so she's very vocal. Likes to tell you all about the day she's had and how hungry she is, and how she was really angry that you left her outside for more than the 3 minutes she demanded. Yeah, it took a long time for us to build trust with Safi, but she's such a sweet cat. I think that has helped. I think it needed that element, I think. What do you guys think on YouTube? Anyway, you need to go darker. Always, always, always. I think it looks better. Yeah, but you've got to admit, like, Erica, as much as I whinge to you lot about going darker, just look. It's you know, we've had Safi for about 3 years now, I think. They're both considered senior cats now. They're both 7 because they were the same age when we got Safi. Dee Dee was one I purchased because it didn't matter how many times we applied to a rescue centre, they would not allow us to get a rescue cat. I just, every excuse under the sun, and I was like, do you know what, I've had enough. I'm quite capable of taking care of cats. I've had them for years. So yeah, ended up going private. Hey Tweed, not seen you in a while. So it doesn't look too... I just feel it looks untidy on here. I'm going to blend it. I think it needs a good old blending. The fact that we had a young child, that we had another cat, and yeah, it was just crap all the time. It really, really was. And then we had one put by, and that one sadly passed away of cat flu. And then the next one that we had put by passed away of exactly the same thing. So we had so many issues with them that I just thought, you know what, I just can't. Yeah, I'm not too bad. How are you? Right, blendy blendy. Let's see how we're looking after a nice blend. I might even blend darker actually. I mean, I know they have set criteria, and a lot of their animals are, they have to be their own animal. They're not allowed with young children. They're not allowed this. They're not allowed that. So we were really, really limited with what we could have. I do, because actually it's not as easy as that. Adoption is not easy at all. There are so many different criterias. Like, Emily is absolutely desperate for a dog, and I know for her autism it would be a huge help to her, but we could never adopt because all the criteria would be an older child, you know, can't be boisterous, can't be this, can't be that. And I think I'd prefer a younger pup anyway that I could teach to be a service dog. Hey Georgina, is Leslie on? I didn't see Leslie come on. A wheelchair bound person brought an adult dog and got bashed. Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh really? Yeah, it's funny how noisy cats can actually be. Hi Leslie, I'm sorry my lovely, I didn't see you come on. Or have you literally just come on? I feel bad now. Dee Dee, she doesn't do it so much now I've moved the office around, but she used to come and sit on my work while I was drawing. I've just come on. Oh, good. Yeah, you can get, sadly, the dogs for, whatever it is, the word I just said, because my brain's not functioning today. The wait list is horrendous, and there's so many that are just not doing them now. Because we were on a waiting list for a dog for autism, um, but so many of them have just stopped doing it now. Yeah, big pets do take a lot. Rio's a cool little pet though. You're really lucky with Rio, aren't you? I now think I need to go darker in here. I'm just going to try it. I can't go much darker anyway because there's not really much tooth left of the paper to get it darker. We did have a Samoyed cross German Shepherd, so she was quite a big dog, very fluffy, very strong, but still had a puppy tendencies, which is very common in Samoyeds. But sadly, she's now living with my sister, which isn't sadly for my sister, but I had to give her up because of my health conditions. She was too much for me to handle. And I sort of regret giving her up, but with the type of dog she is, she's living her best life up in Scotland now on a beach. So you can't have a bad life up there, can you? Like that. Yeah, Colin, what's Rio been up to? Did you get another one, or have I completely made that up? Right, that's better, I think. So I need to do more this side. Can you see all right on YouTube? Oh, no, Georgina. The car failed its MOT, so we had to find a big chunk of money to pay for the MOT repairs. So we had to cancel the appointment because quite literally no one was able to help. We tried 5 different people and nobody was able to. No one was able to help, sadly. Oh well, I'm going to have some hairs going over the mushrooms now because that's the way it is. So we've cancelled. We're going back on the 18th, I think it is. Hubby's off on that day as well, so we can all go. Are you on TikTok now, Evie? Hi. That bit needs to be a bit darker. I know that I was trying to do that yesterday, but I wanted to come back to it. Sorry, I know I'm flitting about, but I'm seeing things that need updating while I'm working on it. So I've just got to do it while I see it. Yeah, doggies do help so much. Every time we see dogs, it's like, oh, can I ask them if I can pet it? I really want to pet it. And, you know, I always say they always know that they have to get permission before they pet any dog. And if the owner says no, then they have to, step back. They're not allowed to, because nobody knows their pet better than the owner. So okay, we're gonna come back down onto the green and blue part. I can see you, Zodiac. I'm dual feeding, so I can't always see everybody's comments immediately. Yeah, car's fixed now. It had to be because John's got to go work tomorrow. So we've been without the car for 2 days. Because the plan was to go into town to get the paper today for the next portrait. But I've been a bit weird the last few days. So when I woke up today, it ended up being a really dossy morning. So yeah, it's fixed now. So he can at least get to work, which is good. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? They quoted us 250 quid to fix it, but it turns out one of the items was nowhere near as bad as they thought it was. So it ended up costing us about 180 quid, which I suppose isn't terrible. Still 180 quid I could have kept in the bank, but that's the joys of cars for you. I just saw that come up board. That's really cute. So how's Leslie? Like you said, you could spend on something else. Yeah, exactly. Where were you supposed to be going? You probably did tell me. How old am I? Too old. Thank you, Zodiac. Welcome back, Sophia. I think his chin is working. Once I've got all the underneath, then I can really work on refining some finer hairs, but good. Good, I'm glad. Did you join that art class, Erica? Thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, he's been a joy to do, actually. The whole series of these with the zebra and the rhino, they've just been, all of them have been really fun. I guess the joy of doing the commissions is that I do end up doing animals that I would probably ordinarily avoid doing. Florence. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's yeah, deciding what it you know, priorities, isn't it? If only we could have it all. Yeah, I sell prints and stickers. I sell originals. This one's a commission though, so this one has a home already. This one's already on pre-order in my shop. So many people have been asking about him that I put him up in the shop ready. It's a lady who commissioned me after she saw one of my videos. Have you seen the other two, Leslie? I'll show you if you haven't. But they have a massive canvas of a rainbow giraffe and they wanted some other rainbow animals to go with it. And she saw my video and then commissioned me to do the 3. And then after this I've got a massive rainbow Dalmatian to do. I haven't seen them complete. Okay, let me show you on YouTube then very quickly. So that's the rhino. I like the way that they're all quite different. And then that's the zebra. So I've done them in a way that when they're framed and hanging up, the 2 outer animals are looking in towards the lion. So the lion is the centerpiece. I need to check with the client first, but I don't see there being an issue with it being done on a live feed, but because it is so big, I think I'm going to have to, as I say, set up my easel. But I'm not used to drawing on an easel, so I imagine my arm's going to go very dead very quickly. Sometimes I'll pre-think things. So I'll work out what I'm going to be doing before I do it. And then I'll find a reference. And then I'll just go from there, really. But in between finding the paper for the new one, I can start on the next of the Amethyst series. I might start on the eagle. Thank you, Fidget. Yes. Yeah, I will be. I was hoping to have them all to the client before I offered them as prints, but they've been so popular that I think I'm just going to have to put them up as prints in the shop anyway. The Dalmatian is 78 centimetres by 55 centimetres. It's something like 22 inches by 28 inches. But from what I understand, Strathmore sheets or normal sheets only go up to 76 inches. So I may have to buy a roll, which I don't really want to do because the Fabriano is over 100 quid. And I haven't charged that much for the size of the portrait, so... Yeah, I need to send her over, I need to do some mock-ups in Procreate first, then I'll be sending her over the mock-ups, and then we're going to go from there. Hey Orlando, how are you? Yeah, it's going to have a crown, it's going to have some colours going off around the edge. It's going to have a bandana. It's got a really, really happy smiley face. So she really wants to capture his personality, so all the spots will be rainbow colour. I'll do it very similar to how I did my zebra. Vitiligo, I can't even talk now. Vitiligo love. Long time no see. I need to start twisting that down and around a bit. Yeah, it's really annoying because I don't think I can get hold of the Strathmore Bristol that size. And I've messaged Strathmore and they're really useless at getting back to me. So I've had nobody contact me back. So I don't even know if it's a feasible thing to get hold of any paper that size. So I have the god-awful feeling I'm going to have to... go down Fabriano route. And I don't like Fabriano paper. Or the other option she had at the art shop was the Daler Rowney. I need to change the direction. I think I've gone to that way. I need to bring it down a bit more. Trying to think where near us are other art stores that I can go and have a look at. I have not drunk enough water today. The last count was 16 hours, so whatever 16 plus however I finish tonight. I'll be finishing it tonight no matter what happens. The Daler Rowney isn't normally that expensive. It's just Daler Rowney Bristol board. So it shouldn't be that much at all. But I can get that on sheets. But again, the sheets don't seem to be big enough to the size that she wants. Hey David, how are you? So I think the sheet sizes stop at 75 or 76 inches. So I didn't want to buy a Fabriano roll because, as I say, they were about 130 quid. And I've only charged 580, I think, for the portrait. Good. Everyone in good health? I've missed your tellings off, young man. Do you think that's fast? Oh my god, I think this is taking me forever. You're getting Prismacolors and Copic for your birthday. Nice. Somebody loves you. Can't you say it doesn't exist? Yeah. Well, they're not going to know what paper I'm using as long as I can get a decent amount of layers on, and I'm familiar with the Daler Rowney paper, so as long as it's a nice Bristol board, I guess I could use Fabriano, but oh, I don't know. I've been accused of being a printer quite often. Hi, Gady. Easily your favourite rainbow, is it? I was envisaging it taking 20 hours, but I think we're going to finish on the 18. Still got a lot of blending and things to do. Started a new job, up at 3:45 AM, so can't catch your video broadcasts. Or whatever this is. It is a whatever this is, to be fair. Ah. Well done on your new job. Are you still painting? I hope you haven't given up on that. Right, I'm just going to get the dark lines in and then I'm going to blend over and then we can go again. No, they start hurting after about 4 hours. I can normally go sort of 4 hours and then they'll start to hurt. But the way to stop your hands hurting is just don't keep applying too much pressure. If your hands are hurting very quickly, you're putting too much pressure on your pencil. What is it with people accusing artists of being... Oh, I don't know. I always like my comebacks with those, to be honest, though. I like having a bit of banter. Figure out, I think I need to close that off somehow. That maybe? I'm gonna go with that, I think. Eradicate some of that. That's better. Come down a bit further because I've stopped here expecting to go into the new colour, but because I've come down further with that shadow than the actual reference photo. See, this is when people go, what's the point of drawing realism if you're going to do nothing here? Copy a picture. And actually you don't just copy a picture. You know, there's elements in here, obviously crystals and mushrooms, but like the actual shadow should start up here, but I've decided to bring it down to match in with this side a little bit more. Say hi to hubby. David says hi. David says hi.
Hello.
Remember David?
No.
The one who always told me off.
Probably.
Yeah, you do. He was always telling me to put my big pants on. Get my brave girl pants on.
Oh, yeah.
David is the one that set me the challenge to do the painting in so many minutes. It wasn't hours, was it? It was minutes, and I ended up taking hours instead. Oh, most definitely. You're not an artist, I don't think, unless you take liberties with your work, to be fair. I think it's sort of a given thing, isn't it? What size did you say again? I don't think it did fit on A1. Maybe it will fit on an A1. I'd need to check. I thought it was bigger than A1. That's why I was struggling to get it as a sheet. In pastels. No, that was in acrylic. Do you remember? In acrylic. It was the gorilla. You even gave me the picture to do. No more clean up happening there. That's totally minced up. And then I went on and did tiger because you told me off because I was being too precise. Oh, you got to make him a burger costume. He's tucked away in a box with my other ones. God, that was a while ago, wasn't it? That's how long it's been since we've had a chat. It's been yonks. I think I have it in here somewhere. Bless you. Thank you, Leslie. Artwork. It was. They're in here. There it is. That's the one you're talking about. So that was the one that you challenged me to do. And then I went on and did the lion. I'll show you guys on TikTok in a minute. The tiger. Then I did the leopard. The jaguar? Leopard. Jaguar. I don't know. And then I did that, which I painted over. So what I'm showing the guys on YouTube is there's an old friend of mine who's come to join, who I haven't seen in ages. Anyway, he challenged me to do a painting a few years ago now, in a certain time, 2019. So I had a timer to do it. I completely failed the timer. I ended up taking 2 hours over it. I think you challenged me 20 minutes. And then I ended up doing a tiger and then jaguar. I'm sure it was only 20 minutes, you said. So there's no way that's being done in 20 minutes. No way, Jose. Leslie, you missed my product plug earlier. Look. How cool does he look? Coasters now, Leslie. Coasters. And look at me bunny. How cute is he? It was. And it worked. It did work. I did a sketch of a gorilla in 20 minutes. A sketch? Oh man, there's no way on this planet I'd do a sketch in 20 minutes. Hats off to you. It's like when you go and do life drawing classes. I did enjoy those. And you have, like, you start with 2 minutes and you go down to a minute, then you go down to so many seconds, and I think we literally ended up on 8 seconds after that. Like, how much can you get down in 8 seconds? What are you going to concentrate on? I did get brownie points though, because apparently my likeness was very good. I might bring some of that yellow down a bit more, as we've got a bit more room to play with, just to extend that down. Hoping to have a rainbow base tattoo. Oh, that'd be lovely. Good night, David. It was lovely catching up with you. Take care. Yeah, we're almost done, really. I won't stop at 10 on YouTube because I'm so close to the finish. I think that would be really mean of anybody that watches the live feed back later on, that they don't get to see the end of it. It'd be like those annoying TikToks. Oh, part 2 coming soon. No. I'm going to blend over all this. Oh, bless you. Thank you for my roses. For those of you that don't know, once I have completed the Amethyst series, I am extending it to one more series. And it's going to be a steampunk series. It's going to be a rainbow rusty steampunky fantasy animal series. Yeah, nor can I. I'm really, really excited. I need to start pre-planning. And I found an old piece of artwork that I did for Spectrum Noir, and it was a steampunk pair of lips. And I quite fancy, not necessarily doing that for the series, but I quite fancy doing a digital version of that now. It's such an old piece of artwork, like really, really old. I think it's my photos, or is it in my files? I think it's... oh, it's in my photos. That one. I loved the way the hat turned out. The hat was a complete accident, actually. Didn't mean to turn out like that, but let me show you guys on YouTube. So it's quite bright on YouTube, but yeah, I did it yonks and yonks and yonks and yonks ago. 2017, that's when I did that. And I quite fancy redoing that digitally. Oh really? That's so cool. I love steampunk. I remember being in awe. I know it's not steampunk, but it has that vibe of Blade Runner. Just that whole, I don't know, everything about it. I love it. I tried to get, I was very nude coloured pencils then, but I tried to get like an oil slick on the lip. So I'm quite looking forward to having a go at doing that. But anybody who's followed me for a while now knows that I like unusual things. I like things that are different. Are you a little bit different, babe?
A little bit way. Just a little bit.
I'm dying of thirst. Okay, that was a bit of an exaggeration. I am really thirsty.
Whiskey?
No. Can I please have a cold drink? I'm pretty sure all I've had to drink today is 3 cups of coffee. Bless you.
What do you want?
Just a cold drink, please. Orange. Orange and pineapple.
You want Amory's one?
It's my one.
No, Amory, you get one in here.
She doesn't like that drink.
No, it's black now,
No, can I have the other one, please? Can't remember the last time I drank any alcohol. Can't drink it anymore. It's sending me into a state of pain, which is really annoying because I love whiskey. Well, I'm going to build up the purple for the shadow area because we've got green that side. Actually, it's quite apt that we've ended on the purple and the green because it matches the eyes. Oh, is that, oh my god. No, how can I forget her name? That's from Green Love. I can't remember her name now. Thank you, sweetie. Oh my god, that's so bad. We've agreed that our brains are going to marry. Yeah, it is. I know who you mean. Yeah, she's amazing. I think the reason I can't remember her business name is because I could never pronounce it. No, it's terrible, isn't it? We call each other brain wives because we've agreed to marry each other's brains so they can have brain babies, because I love her artwork, she loves my artwork. So we decided that if we have brain babies, that we're going to come up with the most awesome artwork because it'll be a mix of both of our styles. She's autistic as well. Did you know that? Oh, why have I died? No, I'm back. Oh, I thought you lost me on TikTok then. Emily says, bless you. Oh, nice. I'm trying to leave some light bits at the end, although I keep doing it in the wrong direction. Wake up, woman. Need to go straight up. That's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's absolutely going to really annoy me now. I've never been able to pronounce her business name. That's why I've never tried. Doesn't even come up when I... Oh, there. Yeah, it is Greener Lavelle. Kim. I can't believe I forgot that, yeah. If you've never heard of her, it's Greener Lavelle. So it's green, so green E-R, space Lavelle. And she has the most, amazing steampunk stuff. How's that? Is that better? Honestly, that's how bad my brain is today. Are you out of focus on... Yeah, you are. You were out of focus on YouTube as well. Okay. I'm going to put it in my... It's going to come up under my kids account. That's Greener Lavelle. Trust me when I say you will be smitten. If you hadn't guessed, her favourite colour is green, and she makes a lot of puppet stuff and costumes and things. I think she did an interview for the City Arts Council or something, didn't she? And talking about her autism and how it makes her view things differently and how it affects her art and how she really uses it to her advantage because of how she sees things so differently. Because I know that when my kiddo was going through some really tough times, she was like, you know, get her to watch this. Yeah, they're much harder than Prismas. They're called polychromos. If Gary's about, if he can just pop it in the comments, he's got a list of all the pencils that I use. I think he's got them in the right order as well. Does she? Oh, I didn't know that. I might have to make a little random trip down there one day. I've never been to that festival. I really want to go. Hey, thank you. Yeah, so in terms of hardness, polychromos first, then Pablo's, then luminance. So the luminance I mainly use for blending. So the luminance look like, I'll find you a pencil that isn't tiny. This is what the luminance look like. They're the most expensive of the three. Then the Pablo's look like that. And then the polys look like that. So they're rounded, the polys, and they're much, much firmer. So the oil content gets higher as you come from the polys into the Pablo's into the luminance. So if I remember rightly, the luminance is 11% oil and the Pablo's is 7% oil, I think, or it's 5 and 7. Can't remember. Anyway, that one's higher. Yeah, good old Kim. She's lovely. Okay, let's go in with dark indigo. In my link tree, there is a link to all the products that I use, have used, recommend to use, all in one little sort of list that you can go through. Yeah, it tends to glide better, sits better, because it's softer. It will get into whatever remaining tooth I've left, because I tend to fill my tooth of my paper until there's literally nothing left. I tend to burnish my work quite a lot, so when we mean burnish, we give it a bit of a shine. So I don't know whether it will pick up through the camera on TikTok. But it ends up with a bit of a sheen, a bit of a shine, and that's sort of what we call burnishing. Then there's a term called bloom, and bloom is where you start to get a wax build up and you start to get white patches on your pictures. So that is where you've blended too hard, and that's the trouble I find with luminants. As lovely as they are, they build up extremely quickly, so you can get a lot of bloom very quickly. And I have ruined portraits by working with them too heavily, because obviously I'm used to using polys and Pablos, so I'm used to having them you know, withstand a little bit more. Pad's dying, I need to plug that in. Put that there, so hopefully I can still read. Such a satisfying sound. How are we doing on YouTube? We can still see okay? Maybe I shouldn't have done any shadow. I'm wondering now whether I should have filled him all the way down to the bottom. Is he going to look odd? It's called a slice tool. It is a ceramic craft cutter. It's rounded on the end. Let me grab it. So it's rounded on the end, so you're much less likely to damage your paper. And you always use it that way up, so the bottom is always on your paper. But if you don't have enough wax down, it won't lift any off. You have to have a good portion of wax down for it to lift off. So I'm going to blend over now gently with my luminance. Yeah, it's really handy to have. So like the whiskers, I use the indenting method, and then I clean it out with the knife if I need to, and then I can simply just sweep in with a bit of the luminance white if needed. But when you've got a lot of wax down like here, and then you just want to get out some really nice fine highlights, really great for beards and sort of white hairs and and if you don't, I have done a tiger, yes, but I did a tiger in blue and purple. clean up around the whiskers here a bit. Do you think I don't know whether I've made a mistake now. You think it looks fine? Hoping I can give you a bit better view on. I was going to do the tape peel on a reveal video, but I might just do 3 sides of it and leave one side for the video. Completely lost the mushroom shadow. No, I haven't. It's right there, you dingo. Oh well, I've put 2 shadows in now. Damn it. See, don't ever say we don't make mistakes, because we really, really, really do. In fact, looking at that, I might actually soften that out a bit more. I'll peel 3 sides and then I'll leave one side for a video. Okay, I'll take your word for it, guys. You're all saying it looks fine, so I've noticed that's fairly even compared to this side, so I might just do, I need the odd one sticking out in a random direction. I thought you said you were going for a wee. Oh, peel. Ah, peel. Pea. Yeah. There we go. That's better. That's better. Almost done, peeps. Almost done. Where's my caput? It's good to have a colour that will go over all. So like the dark indigo will go over any green, any blue, any purple. The caput mortuum will go over any pink and any yellow and any orange. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the Tombow, can you? So it's the Caput Mortuum Violet I'm using. The violet has a much redder tone to it than the standard Caput Mortuum. The Caput Mortuum's more along sort of the brown. Yeah, it's lighter as well. I think I might be done. Let it all clean up of his whiskers. I'm going to go in with the white, I think. Let's get a nice sharp point. Oh yeah, Cap and Mont Violet's like the bee's knees, isn't it? Of course I'm going to fiddle. Isn't that what we all do? I just want to tidy up the whiskers. That's all I want to do, I promise. And I have noticed something I haven't finished yet. You lie. You lie to me. I haven't finished the blue or the purple in here yet. Let's see. God, I can't get the staff. I knew there was somewhere I hadn't finished. There's not a huge amount to do, to be fair. Dark indigo is another colour perfect for purples and blues. And greys as well. See, there's not, where I've got this dark patchiness this side, I haven't done any this side. So let me just do this and then I am done, I promise. There, I'm done. Shush. Done, okay? Right, YouTube, my darlings, I cannot get you any further out unless I'm at a really weird angle. Let me get you as high as I can without everything collapsing on me, which I think is probably there. So everything's at a really stupid angle on YouTube, so I apologise. But I am pretty sure we are done. So I'm going to get a better angle on TikTok, hopefully. I can't see anything. I think that's a better angle. So let me stay on TikTok, please. I'm just going to say goodbye to everybody on YouTube and show everyone on YouTube. But there he is, done. And I'm pretty damn happy with him, actually. I'm really pleased. Apart from I can see one little bit now, which is going to irk on me. Oh, damn it. Let me just tweak this bit. Don't moan at me. It needs to be done. Just needs a tiny tweak. I'll come back tomorrow and I'm going to see it again there as well. You know that. Stop now. Pencils down. Pencils down. Not touching it. There he is. Done. Right. Thank you very much to everyone watching on YouTube. I appreciate it and all your support and your lovely peoples that you are. And I shall see you on next Wednesday's live feed. I don't know what we're doing yet. Maybe the doggy. I don't know. But to everybody on YouTube, stay safe. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whichever it is where you're watching from. And take care. See you soon. Bye.